God, he sent out Charizard. I don't know what you're going to do unless you have Water Gun, which you should, and you'll probably be fine. What's up, guys? It's Trainer Toll. I have been down a rabbit hole over the last 2 weeks. I guess yesterday marked the 14th day of experimenting with Twitch. And there was a meeting. I wasn't even in the meeting. I only heard about it secondhand. But the folks at Mystery Dog said that they were in a really good financial position, in part because of all the charity work that the raid bus had done. And I remember, just looking at that and going, wow, this is such a great tool that we've built. But I got to thinking, too, that as far as we know, raiding in Pokemon Go isn't going anywhere anytime soon. But what happens in 12 more months, 24 more months, 3-4 years from now? Will there still be pardon the pun, but a vehicle to continue to raise money for different causes? And so I wanted to expand the Trainer Toll brand and expand the content that we did so that we can continue to have a vehicle to raise money, to bring awareness. This month for September, we're going to be raising money for St. Baldrick's Foundation that tackles childhood cancers. A couple of moms within our community have lost babies to childhood cancer, and so it's a cause we've raised money for in the past, and one that we'll be doing here in September. But I love having people out that can really speak to the causes that are important to them. I mean, it's really easy for me to talk about an animal rescue because we've been there where a dog was found on the freeway, or a dog was found in a drainage ditch, or even just a dog was unwanted and was turned over to a rescue to find a new home. And so, it's really easy for me to talk about that and to, get into the nitty gritty of dog fostering. But we still love it when Mystery Dog comes out and has animals there for, people to interact with and get to know. And you might meet an animal that you want to adopt. So the idea of getting into Twitch, originally, I was just going to focus on Facebook Live, but what I found in Facebook Live exclusively was that the tools are still in their infancy on Facebook Live, and so not having community emotes and not having some of the same streaming tools that Twitch has, because that targets games. And so we're going to be streaming for Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're streaming for Pokemon Masters right now. We're working on a mobile setup for the Pokemon Go streaming, so that because you'll never see us spoofing. You'll never see me sitting at this table and somehow being downtown playing Pokemon. But we're thinking about clamping a camera to the back seat of a van or a car or something like that and doing some streaming that way. But we've learned so much, like that intro. I built that myself in After Effects. I've never animated anything like that, so it was a lot of fun, really neat experience to learn how to do that. Andre has been joining me. He'll be joining me tonight, Friday the 6th, 5th, whatever we are, of September, from 7 to 9 p.m. So he'll be joining me for this last Friday stream, and then we'll be switching up to a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday schedule, which will be our regular streaming schedule. We want to make sure that we cover Pokemon Go news and we cover whatever game we're playing. We're gonna, I think, from 9 to 10 tonight, or like maybe 9 to 9:30 or something like that, I might pull out one of the retro games that's available on the Nintendo Switch. Since I've got the whole setup to do Switch streaming, we might as well dive a bit and look back. But so the whole idea of between YouTube content and Twitch streaming and really kind of picking back up the content arm of Trainer Toll is that I want to be in a position that we can continue to raise money for causes that matter to us without needing to have the bus all the time. I want to make sure that the raid bus is not the only charitable tool in our arsenal. So from the very beginning, all the donation tools through Twitch, I know some people are always trying to hit people up for donations and stuff for themselves, but our donation button always goes directly to Mystery Dog Rescue. We never even touch the money. The money just goes straight out to them. We just want to make sure that our tools are there to continue doing this good, because it felt like a huge responsibility where you're hearing that this organization was doing really well, because of screwing around on a bus playing cartoons. And so I don't want to be in a situation where, down the line, we are no longer able to provide that, and some of these animals go unsupported and whatnot. So, but yeah, so can't talk about any of this fundraising stuff without also talking about the huge support that we have through our Patreon program. This list here is all of our current patrons as of right this very second. Patreon.com/TrainerToll. Brenda, Carol, tons of Chris's, Christines, and Christophers. Huge shout out. Federico, Frank, Gina, Jacqueline, Jason, Jesus, a couple of Johns, fewer Johns than you would expect. Kathleen, KJ, Aaron, Mark, Natasha, Olga, Laurel, love of my life is up there somewhere. Luis, Robert, Sean, Simon, Ted, Will, and on Judy's behalf, in loving memory of Alan. But thank you all for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you tonight on the stream.